to another video episode from Veg Grower Podcast. I hope everyone's out there is quite well. Oh, it looks like it's just starting to rain now. I've spent most of the day just starting to try and cut down the sycamore tree out there, cutting some of the limbs down. It's taken a lot longer than I anticipated, but oh well. I'm not going to show that anyway. Don't worry about that. We've got a few photos of before and after, but I won't. Don't worry. I'm not going to bore you with that again. Anyway, I've had a really good week. A lot of exciting things have gone on this week. Something down at the allotment that will be coming up later. But last week, you may remember, I sowed some onions seeds. Hopefully you can see that. They've just started to germinate. So I'm going to sow some more. So yeah. Well, they're going to be the same ones as I done last week. Use up the rest of a packet and get them going, and then they should be quite good. While I sow these seeds, I'm going to show you a video I made of something I need some help with. I'll put that up now in the greenhouse, and we'll come back after. Right, so I'm wondering if any of you lovely lot out there can help me out really. This pot here, last year I planted ginger in it. It didn't really grow or anything, but I left it and I kind of figured it had just died off. Today I noticed, the light's not great, let's try and focus on that for you. I noticed that was growing in there. I don't know if that's ginger or what. I've kind of dug down to see where it is, and it looks like a lump of ginger at the bottom, but I didn't think that the actual foliage looked like that. So let me focus onto it, see if I can get that into focus more. No, I don't think I can. So yeah, if anybody's grown ginger before and can tell me, let me know in the comments. I'll be really appreciative. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if that is a ginger plant or what. If anybody could help me, I really appreciate it. Anyway, that's got the second load of onions now sowed, so I'm going to pop these in the propagator right next to the other ones, and hopefully by next week they'll start germinating again, and the other ones were doing well. So that's done now. What's next? I'm going to sow some leeks. Some more leeks, the same as I done last week in the polystyrene boxes. So yeah. So while I do that, I'm going to put my next clip up, which is just potatoes. So I'll put that up now, and we'll come back and let me know. Yeah, we'll come back after that, and I'll carry on with some more. Right, so I just thought I'm going to do a quick video of the some of the potatoes I've already brought. Well, these are the potatoes already brought that I'm planning to grow this year. There's 6 varieties here, as you can see. The variety that I really want to get that I haven't found yet is a variety called Home Guard. I've grown those for a couple of years. They are quite difficult to get hold of, so that's why I haven't got them yet. But if anybody out there knows someone that sells them, let me know, because I really want Home Guard, because I really like them. Anyway, back to what I have got. This variety is Aram Pilot. I've grown these for a few years, first early. Pretty good flavour. The good all-rounder, I find. And they are first early, but if you leave them for longer, they're fine as a main as well, eventually. This one's the International Kidney. or Jersey Royals. Not much I really have to say about that. Everybody knows them. A good salad crop. Here I've got Charlotte, which is a variety I grew last year. That's another second early. Pretty good in general. Yeah. Now these three are my main crops. This is Mammoth Piper, great for chips obviously. That's the fish and chip shop's preferred choice. King Edward, nice big potatoes I find. And this one is a Sarpo Mira. I've been growing those for years. Even down my old allotment over in Brighton, I used to get blight on the potatoes. Many of the other allotmenteers gave up growing potatoes and tomatoes because blight was so bad. These just grow through it. So I've stuck with those since, and will continue to stick with them. Okay, so that's the 6 varieties I have. I'm planning on growing them in pots again, like I did last year. Some of the bags are actually getting a bit ripped, but I've got plenty spares and I've got some plastic pots that I'll be growing in. Same as well-rotted horse manure, same as I did last year. And I might add a bit more compost and what have you to it. But more on that when I come to planting. So I'm going to put you back to the potting shed now. Yeah, so those are the potatoes I'm sowing over this next year really. Pretty much the same as I done last year, except for the home guard, which I'm still trying to find, but we'll see what happens with that. So next I'm sowing these tomatoes, Alicante. They need to be sown by this year really. So I'm just going to do the whole packet, see what happens. I'm not lost anything. I've got plenty of tomato seeds, so yeah. And these I do the same as I've done with many of the other seeds, into some of these little pots with the seed sowing compost already set up like so, and then sieve it on the top into the heat. Well, the heat from the bottom anyway, and it should grow right well. So my final clip, the allotment. Well, for me it's quite exciting news that's going on down there. So I'm going to put this clip up now, and while you watch it, I'll get these tomato seeds sown, and we'll come back and sign off for the week. Well, good morning everyone. It's down the allotment, and it's a rather wet, cold day. In this bed, I've dug out a few more parsnips for lunch, reasonable, decent size, and I've just put in the overwintered peas. Now they've been hardened off and over the week and what have you, so they were good to go straight in. And yeah, they're looking good. However, that's not what I'm really here to talk about. A couple of weeks ago, you may remember, I mentioned I had asked about taking on this allotment here because it was going empty. Well, I'm afraid to say I didn't get that one. I got this one up here, which is even better because it's literally the other half to my plot. So let's take a wander around and see what we've got. Right, so there's some sort of plants, some flowers, which I don't really grow flowers. I don't know if they're herb, perennial or whatever. So they'll probably come out, more than likely to come out, because it's not really what I go. It looks like there's a path here. I've got a few leeks there. Well, I'll eat those, they'll come in handy. Carrots, they're looking a bit rapey, but they'll probably be okay. Yeah. And that looks like there's some parsnips. I might make a parsnip wine out of them or something. Something I've never done before, so we shall see. I don't think there's much in there, but it looks like some old stuff, so we can just clear that bit and hoe it and what have you. This lot here looks to me like it's perpetual spinach or chard. We can eat that, that's fine. And I think they've used this sort of weed suppressing membrane for the paths. Those are like a load of sweet potatoes. I'm probably going to compost those when I tidy it up. Towards the back here, but it needs a bit of a tidy up, which that's fine. There looks like they're gooseberry bushes and stuff, so yeah, not bad at all. We'll definitely have to clean this lot up. There was originally a shed here, well actually that shed there, but they've obviously taken it. So there's some bits of crap lying around I haven't tidy up on here. I'll take those tools, they might come in handy. Pallet. There's a globe artichoke down towards the back there. We'll have that. Again. All about, so we'll walk down this bit, that's obviously where the compost heap was. So we'll do something with that. We'll start sorting the compost out soon actually. There's obviously another path of this. Oh, there's some strawberries down there. So we'll see how they get on. I may not have a dedicated strawberry bed. A lot of weeds around here. There's some more strawberries. And we've got some cabbage over there. Some look a bit past it, but the Savoy ones look pretty good actually. So again, I have those. There's some more over here I can see. There's more of those. And then some more of these flowers, whatever they are. Don't really grow flowers, so I don't know if I'll keep them. The wife might like them. I don't know. It's all in the planning stage at the moment, so we'll have a look and see what we'll do. I think what I'm going to do, first of all, I mean not today, it's a bit too wet to really do anything. Clear all the weeds and just get it tidied up and see what we've got. I'm probably going to keep the paths and the beds where they are for the time being. Seems to make sense until I figure out what I want to do. I think back where that one was, over here, I'm going to have a shed, probably a 8 foot by 8 foot shed. That'd be nice. Somewhere I can sort of sit down and have a nice cup of tea or something, or a cup of coffee I should say, I don't drink tea, and cook a fry up and stuff. More as a cosy shed as opposed to a tool shed, I think, because I can still keep that shed there for the tools. Yeah, so that's it really. That's really quite pleased with it at the moment. Having this extra bit of land. A lot of work to do. I think next weekend I'm on call, but I think if I can get down here Sunday and crack on with both plots, I can get quite a bit done. I think once I clear all the weeds, a good hoe, it should be pretty good, and I'll harvest what I can. In fact, I'm going to harvest some now, so I'm going to send you back to the potting shed. So I'll see you shortly. Well, that's got the tomato seed sown now, and yeah, that's, for me, I'm really excited about the extra land down on the allotment. I was worried I was going to run out of room now with all these seeds I'm sowing and things, because I've got so many seeds that they're going to go out of date this year, so I just figured I need to get them planted. So, and you know, I've now can't see myself running out of room this year anyway. I've got basically 10 rods of allotment, and out here, I don't know how big this is. I might have to measure that one day. I've just kind of thrown it in there, I guess. Anyway, less on that. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up for this week. Thank you very much for watching, liking and subscribing. If you've subscribed or anything, really appreciate it. Something I just want to say, all you YouTubers out there and people watching and commenting and what have you, I try to comment, I try to reply to every single comment I receive. And I definitely do read every single comment. But what I've been really blown away with was Blue Star Dave with his loss of a greenhouse and how everybody's just rallied around him on YouTube and things. I think it just shows how good a lot us gardeners are out there. How yeah, it's Dave himself, have seen on his videos, he's been so overwhelmed with the response and the help, and I'm overwhelmed for him as well, because I just think it's amazing that people have volunteered so much help. Anyway, I'm going to be on away from the point now. It was just a note I made anyway. So yeah, that's it. So thank you, and I'll see you again next week.